Welcome to Shit Creek Survivors, where we share stories of resilience and tools for resilience. Now, on today's episode, we're talking to Alexander, a man who plays golf with one hand and lives with more determination than most of us can even imagine. Born with a form of cerebral palsy, Alexander doesn't have full use of his right side, but that didn't stop him from picking up a golf club and swinging big with just his left. His story isn't just about adaptive sports. It's about heart, grit, and proving to yourself that you can. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Alexander. We met Alexander through the Georgia Adaptive Golf Association, and David Windsor, who we had on earlier in the season. So it's really exciting. We actually ran into Alexander when Dennis was down in Georgia attending it's not a champions event. It's a what? Or it is a champions event.
It is, yes.
Yeah, it's a champions.
It's not seniors anymore.
It's not seniors. There you go.
Champions.
That's what I was going for. So we were at the champions event, and there was a clinic going on for adaptive golf. And we were standing there at one point, and I think we looked over and saw a one-handed golfer ripping drive straight down the middle of the fairway on Sugarloaf's beautiful training space. So thank you, Alexander. Welcome on.
Yeah. Welcome, Alexander.
Thank you guys for having me.
Very impolite of us to clap to a one-armed guy. So I just want to say.
Oh, that's terrible. My bad.
Sorry.
All right.
That's my Matt Rife impression, you know.
So, Alexander, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
So I'm originally from upstate New York, about an hour north of Albany, up closer to Canada.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but my family and I moved down here 3 years ago to be closer to our family.
Oh, beautiful. So you already had family down here in Georgia. Yep. And do you love Georgia as much as I do since I've moved down here?
Yes.
What about Georgia, What about Georgia do you like? Is it the people? Is it the places? I know it's the golf, so you don't get to say golf.
Not only the golf, but the warmer winters.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
Oh, I bet. Up there where you were at, they were probably pretty cold winters.
Yeah. Like the year I was born, it was negative 25.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's like abominable snowman type stuff. That's that is, what is it called when you go out into the wild and try to survive? Survival of the fittest kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I grew up in Colorado a little bit with some cold there too. I always felt like the cold in Colorado was a little different than the cold in like Missouri or upstate New York kind of areas. Yeah. I think it's something to do with humidity in between them or something, because it was a cold, crisp, nice, refreshing feel to step out on your balcony in Colorado. But you do that in Missouri, and I would imagine us in upstate New York, you probably go.
It's always wet in the air on the East Coast too. I played lacrosse in college, and when it gets cold, that water kind of gets cold on you, so it really kind of grabs you. I've never lived in Colorado. I visited. I get what you're saying, Dennis. But what was really funny is the last time I went to Colorado, I barely got down the mountain on the skis that I was on. Like I went from I remember skiing as a little kid, and then I was like, I can do that. And by halfway down the first hill, my legs were on fire. I didn't know what was going on. We were like crawling down the hill. Anyways, we'll talk about it at another point. But
we're really good at just getting off topic sometimes.
We are.
Just throwing ideas. This is what the idea is. We're just a couple of guys just sitting around bullshitting and talking about things, and hopefully we keep on your topic enough that makes it interesting for everybody else.
I'll bring it back. I promise. And so, Alexander, you moved down here about 3 years ago.
Yep.
When did you start golfing? How old were you?
So I started playing golf officially when I was 7.
7?
Okay.
Whoa. Much earlier than most people.
I've been playing for 15 years.
Jeez. Look at all that experience sitting right there. I'm trying to work on it right now. And what led you to playing to golf? Did someone introduce you to the game, or was it kind of like you picked up a club in someone's garage, or how'd that go?
Honestly, I started watching my father play golf in our garage to hit balls into a net we had, and I just fell in love with it immediately.
All right. That's kind of like a Tony Finau story. That's how he got going in the garage. Yeah. And so, you were watching your dad. What made you want to just actually do it?
Because honestly, I just love being outdoors
Hmm.
and love to be around people.
That's amazing. And if you
And
would,
real quick for our audience members, you were born with only one arm, or was there
So,
an accident?
so actually, so I've got 2 arms, but I was born with right hemiplegic cerebral palsy,
okay,
which means
what's
I
that?
only have really good use of one side.
Okay, gotcha. So you actually do have your other arm. It's just not
Correct.
functional. Yes.
It's
Okay.
it is functional, but not to the golf standards that I want to play to.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It's good for like household things.
Okay.
I
So
gotcha.
being younger then and picking up the clubs automatically was more difficult probably than even other 7-year-olds to pick up a club.
Honestly, I really don't think so because I'm all
You didn't do any
self-taught.
different.
You're
Okay.
all self-taught.
Yeah.
So you just picked it up and made it work.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because the inspiration for my golf swing actually came from back when I was younger, playing the Wii U a lot and playing Wii a
Okay.
lot.
Oh, really?
I play all the Tiger Woods series video games since 2007.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had one of those. I got
Yes,
it when
I
the
have
when the
2007 all the way to 2014.
I think I got which one did I get? I think I got the Masters one at some
Yes.
point. Yeah,
Road to
that
Masters 2012.
yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah, that's a
Love
really
that
cool
game.
one. I was
Well, you're getting
addicted.
that muscle memory going though.
Yes,
You get that
exactly.
muscle memory. It's still practice. It's still muscle
Mhm.
memory. It's still building that swing and the momentum and the balance and
That's a
bringing
good
it all
point.
together your way. It
That's
works.
that's what I should do. And was it basically when you picked up the club and started swinging, it just kind of went from there? Meaning like
Mhm.
there was no
Yes.
stopping you. It was like,
Correct.
okay, I can do this, so let's
Yep.
do it more. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Do you know how many people in the world don't do things because they're so scared to even try? And then you're like, why not me? Like, try me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and you just
Mhm.
get out there and do that. Where does that come from, you think, inside of you? Do you think it's just a
That
natural born ability that,
Mhm.
yeah? You think
Yeah.
maybe the Canadian kind of like you've got that built into you, the wild man
Can-do
spirit?
attitude.
Yep.
Yeah, the can-do attitude. Wow.
Mhm.
And so you're down here now. You were and what did you do when you got down here related to golf? What was like your first move before anything?
So before we moved down here, I actually had gotten I had looked for a job down here, and I got a job at Braylon Golf Club. So
Wow.
I'm a starter there now.
That's amazing. And that really give you access to a golf
Mhm.
club. That's like the trick I found, is like if you
Yes.
want to play a lot of golf and you don't have the money to do it, get a job at a golf course. Even if it's,
Exactly.
I was cleaning carts when I first got down here in Atlanta. No big deal. I got to play golf, and
Yeah.
I got to meet people and golfers and
Mhm.
the people who are really kind of like not addicted to the game, but they just play for the spirit of the game,
Yes.
and you get around those people. They don't really care what the score is. They encourage you. They try to give you little tips if you're willing to receive them. I wasn't for a
Yep.
long time, but yeah, and you got to be coachable. And I imagine you're very coachable.
Mhm.
But you're probably also coaching other people. Are you
Yes.
coaching anyone right now? But tell us about it.
So not this summer, but last summer I was helping one of the teaching pros with his summer camps.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What where? The teaching pro at the location you work at or
Yep.
the Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And did they have any adaptive golfers coming through?
They did not, but all of the kids just wanted to see like how I learned to play.
I bet. I mean, think about that. They're watching someone with one arm doing it better than they can do it with two. You do it, you can hit a ball straighter and longer most of the time than I can.
Yeah.
That's pretty it's amazing, and it's also humbling because I've thought before like I'm kind of good, and then to see someone come out and do a full swing loosely like you
Mhm.
did, that's just absolutely amazing, and it really takes all the excuses away when you show up.
Exactly.
Hey, he knows it, then. That's good.
I know, and I think he's kind of a sandbagger too, where he just kind of shows up and he's like, yeah, I'll play, no problem," and then just puts people in their
Oh,
place
I
afterwards.
have a funny story about that.
Yeah,
Let's
go
hear
for
it.
it.
In 2023, I was playing with a group of guys over at Whitewater Creek Country Club,
Okay.
which is where I played most of my golf because I like the fast greens. I was
Oh,
gonna
okay.
play the blue tees because I wanted to prepare for a tournament they were playing, and
Okay.
the guys were like, we see you play one-handed. Why don't you move up and play the whites with us? The front nine is the hardest. It's the hardest nine on the golf course.
Right.
These three guys shot a 53 on the front. We got to number 10, and they're like, "What did you shoot?" I told them, "Take your 53 and flip it." I shot 35. I was like,
What?
"Ho hum."
Oh,
Man,
no big deal.
I bet
You
they
like
had
seeing people's faces when they go, really?
Yeah.
Or really?
I've done that a couple times. I've shot
Yeah.
for 9 holes. I've shot 34, 35, 36, 37, easily.
Awesome. See, this is what we're trying. I don't think people understand what we're trying to say. He is good.
He is
really
very
good.
He is very good. And there's actually, Alexander pointed it out to me, there's actually on the Golf Channel right now, as we speak, today is the 9th of July,
Yep.
and there is an adaptive golf tournament on TV right now on the Golf Channel. I cannot believe that. What perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. God is good, right? Like, God's a gangster. If he can line stuff up like that, like that's super cool. And man, so you're like, you love breaking people's expectations of you.
Yes.
That is
I love how
awesome.
he's so quick to it. Like you've thought about this before. You've been asked this before. You've answered this before. So you're ready to go with it. You're like, yep, this is me. I'm confident about myself, my abilities, and that is, I mean, could that not just be like the secret to success for all of us?
Yeah.
Just, build your confidence, stay confident, know where you're at. We talked about this before. What'd you call it? Advocating for yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not just for positives. I was in the car yesterday about to have a road rage incident, and I advocated for myself that I'm no longer in the position to get angry at somebody for driving poorly. So you can advocate yourself the other direction too. But bravo to Alexander for advocating for himself all his life and exceeding expectations and succeeding on the golf course.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I think there might even be more to it than that. I think
you deserve it, man. You're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there ever a time when you see someone not trying something because they're afraid of it, and you just totally don't understand it because that's not something? What's that like? It must almost be like you're totally on the other opposite side of the spectrum. You've got able-bodied people going, "Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm not even going to try." And then you've got Alexander who's just jumping right off the bridge, not even sure if he's hooked up to the bungee cord. You know what I mean? So where does that come from?
So like when I'm at Braylon, every once in a while I'll see like boyfriend girlfriends trying to teach each other how to play.
Yeah.
I just ask them, "Do you guys mind if I help?"
Yeah. You just step up on them.
And then once I look at their swing once or twice, I just go into full on, let's get this perfect.
Alexander, we need to be hanging out more then, because I need some tips with my swing. What's funny is like the day at the adaptive golf thing, it was probably one of the best days I hit the ball. And it's because we were hitting clubs that there was a couple clubs out there, the old traditionals made out of wood.
Oh, yeah, there's traditional wood ones. Those are cool.
Yep.
The wood ones. And then there was just some like oddball clubs out there and like training things that were from the ages too. It wasn't just all the new stuff, like from the ages and all that kind of stuff. And, it's funny. I can go out there and hit those clubs, and it's not as intimidating.
You weren't thinking about it as much.
Exactly. And why do I think so?
You're out of your head. Yeah.
Alexander, how do you get out of your head? I guess that's the question.
Honestly, what I do if I do end up getting in my own head, I just take a moment, take a few breaths, and get back at where I'm supposed to be.
I got you.
There you go.
So you focus on
what you can control.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Control the controllables.
Now,
there you go. Control the controllables. I like that. I like how you say that.
What would you say to an individual like me who's sometimes on the golf course? I have, say I hit a bad shot. Sometimes I'll get so stuck on that bad shot that my head comes up, or I become aware again, like 4 shots later that have gone terrible, because they're all related to that first shot. Oh, it's not for that first shot, blah, blah, blah. So what would you say to an individual who gets themselves in some danger on the course, or a lot of penalty strokes or something like that? How would you tell them to move on in that moment?
Honestly, I just tell them that's in the past. Focus on the next shot.
Okay. So you're really good at kind of being like, that's over.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Mhm.
And you just let it go and you have peace about it.
Exactly.
What would you tell to somebody on the fourth tee box after they dropped it into the creek on the left side 7 times in a row in a tournament, and now they're sitting on a par 4, getting ready to hit their 8th shot? How do you tell that guy not to quit? Because I couldn't tell that guy not to quit. That guy walked off the course.
That one's tough.
What do you say?
That one's tough because.
Oh, I thought you said kill yourself. I was like, holy smokes. No, that's a tough one. Yeah, I agree.
That's another Matt Rife comedian coming out.
So what would you say to that individual who's really going through it?
So if there was another person that had hit, I would tell the guy who was hitting to step back, take a couple minutes to reset, and then get back up there.
Yeah. I find the hardest part of golf for me is that mental game. It's, about, I'm not good at letting it go. You know what I mean? And sometimes I try to tell myself I need to give myself more grace or whatever. But honestly, when I meet someone like you just don't seem to have that in your mind. You're just like, next.
Exactly.
Next. So we got to get there, Dennis. We got to work on that. Yeah.
And you're just, you come on, you've had bad days. You had to have some bad days with all this.
I've had some really bad days. But
okay, come on. Let's be honest now. It gets you down sometimes, but you got to get yourself back out of it.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Tell us about your bad day. What'd you do?
So just like the last tournament I played in, I shot 111 and 104, boom, boom, and I was like, that's not you.
Right.
Yeah.
Come back, then work on the swing again, make a few tweaks, and I'm back shooting low 90s, high 80s again. I'm like, that's better, but still not great.
Right. I find sometimes like my, I pull, it feels like my hands are really far behind me when I swing. And it seems like I'm learning through Dennis that I got to keep the face of the club down as I'm coming back. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
And then how far do you bring it back? Do you go?
So I usually try and get my arm past shoulder height.
All right. So yeah, you're all the way up there. I remember.
Yep. Yeah.
And did that take time to develop that consistency coming back to the ball and hitting that same spot? I mean,
it took a little bit of time, but I would say it probably took 6 to 8 months, and then it was right there.
Jeez. Wow. You're like a savant. You know what I mean? Like you just picked up the sport and it made sense to you. Like sometimes I can't even make sense of the swing in my head. You know what I mean? But and so when I'm out on the golf course, I sometimes get lost. I'm like, what am I doing? But so do you in those situations go back to just the basics? Like and just try to just stay in that kind of zone, like very like David was talking about everything that he does primarily has to do with PGA, posture, grip, alignment,
Yes.
And if I notice that if I kind of focus on that, it allows, if I focus on it enough, it lets all the other stuff stay away. If I'm just like 1, 2, 3, posture, grip, alignment, posture, grip, alignment, posture, grip, alignment. And Dennis and I played not too long ago. I visited in St. Louis, and it takes a little bit in the game, but I'm usually. What would you say, Dennis? Since we didn't warm up around the 4th hole, we started hitting some shots.
Sure.
Actually, no, you hit shots from the get-go. Yeah, you snake in the grass. He was hitting all kinds of good shots. I think he had practice.
I have a horrible short game though.
Okay.
I get on the green in regulation and 4-putt.
Honestly, I think I could fix that.
Yeah. All right. I need a putter.
Because also growing up in New York, my parents built a putting green in our backyard.
Oh.
And
that's nice.
For the winter times, I had a golf simulator that I'd practice on.
Really?
So you're always grinding on it. Huh?
Yeah.
I think there's something to that. Staying consistent, something like that, right? What was it? Practice makes perfect, they said. I remember a teacher one time saying that wasn't correct because if you practice improperly, it won't make you perfect.
Right.
So it's perfect practice that makes you perfect. But
exactly.
Yeah, well said. And how often do you think on a weekly basis do you get to make it out to play?
So Usually, honestly, I try and play every day.
Really?
Yeah, either play or practice.
Yeah.
So I work at the course Sunday, Monday, so I'll go and practice those 2 days, but then I play usually 4 or 5 days a week.
Oh,
All
wow.
right. Good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
You ever in
absolutely.
St. Louis? I'll go with you.
Okay.
Well, you'll be back down here at some point. We should
I'll
all
come
get
back down
together.
with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should all get together in David
Yes, I agree.
and get a round in. That'd be a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fun. And Dave's got
Just
some.
give me the date and the time. I'll be there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we were talking about entering our first like scramble tournament or team tournament. Have you ever done
Okay.
anything like? Have you ever done any tournaments like that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am really good at scrambles.
I love the confidence. This is who I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but when we were in New York, I would play in a lot of scrambles. I would just tell my group, I'll put us in the fairway, then I'll let you guys go after it.
okay.
Yeah.
And when you did it, they were probably like, "Oh my gosh, this is working!" You know.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, does golf provide you more than just physical activity or a game?
Yes, it does.
What would you say it provides you?
It also provides me with ways to meet other people
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
build relationships.
Absolutely. And are you able to keep those relationships kind of like cross country throughout the adaptive
Yes.
golf community? That's really
Mhm.
neat. Like, I think it's so exciting what's happening with that community because you got tournaments that are going on that actually have a purse. You know,
Yes.
you've got, like you saw on TV, multiple divisions and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And it's still growing and changing and trying to figure out what the best thing is. You were mentioning before we got on camera that what was the category that you said had changed fairly recently?
The neurological impairment
Neurological impairment has now been moved into the
has
same
changed to the coordination impairment.
coordination impairment.
Yep.
And okay, and you said that change might not be great right now and like all that
Correct.
kind of stuff, but it's based on you know, abilities and needs and trying to make sure that everyone's got the same, you know, opportunity. I hope that you voice your opinion to individuals who will listen, because obviously you're a core piece of information, you know, a core valuable piece of
Exactly.
you're almost like you're a test, you know, you're
Mhm.
like, we didn't know this could happen. It is happening. What do we need to do to keep developing and make sure that guys like Alexander are protected within their divisions, as well as giving everyone the opportunity to compete, you know? So I guess it's going to take a little bit of a balancing act to start.
What is it? What's different about it, and what's the challenges on it?
So
Let's hear the voice.
So the coordination impairment, like Vince Beiser, who's one of my good friends who plays on the tour, for Noaga, he and I are exactly the same. We both have right hemiplegic cerebral palsy.
Okay.
Which is where we don't have very much use of our right side. So we play golf one-handed, left-handed.
Okay.
But like this week, Vince was going up against Kip Poppert, who just has normal CP and plays two-handed.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it's not really fair.
And that physical attribute difference is going to make up a difference.
Yes.
Make it lopsided.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like figuring stuff like that out, you know, maybe.
Well, I figured the way to get to the even kill, you kind of got to undershoot some and overshoot some and get it leveled out. So hopefully they're working on that and they're not just trying to
hopefully
keep you down so you don't keep winning.
Right, exactly.
And I was noticing when I was watching today, and it made sense, and I know we've talked about it in some of the clinics and all that kind of stuff, but, you know, there's multiple divisions, so you get to play within those divisions, you know, men's and women's.
Yep.
But then there's also kind of like an all-over competition where you'll have like the champion from sensory deficit to, you know, limb impairment to whatever it is, and all those players get to play one another at the same time at the end. You know,
yes.
So it's
that's kind of cool, I guess.
It's really neat, yeah. And they're good, like they are good, like they're very good. I was just watching them, and it made me want to go practice really bad. Really. I mean, that's awesome.
What's my excuse? I played yesterday. It got rained out. I'm not playing today. I should be playing today. Should go right after this.
Yeah.
I'm actually playing tomorrow.
Playing tonight, so.
Of
You playing
course you
tonight?
are.
All right.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
playing in a what they call red zone, which is a par 3 contest.
Okay.
Oh, that is.
I'm
Did they do the
really.
whole? Did they do the whole 18 in a par 3?
Nope. We just
Oh
do
no,
9 holes.
9 holes.
Yep.
But you convert them into a par 3.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. So it's not like a par 3 course. It's like you take
Right.
that first 9 and cut it. That's awesome. That's so cool.
It's actually at the course that I work at. So.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
only problem is people know who you are there. You know, you're probably gonna have to.
Does that take something off of your game though? Because I know you got a really long drive.
No.
Your short game's still good. You're good at this. Okay, good.
I've had 2 hole-in-ones in that.
What?
Oh, of course you have. Of course you have.
I've had 5 overall.
What?
All right, good for you.
I thought you were saying 2 overall. Now it's 5 overall.
It's 5.
I've got 1, and it was all luck. That's all it was.
I think I got 1 on a video game once.
It counts. That counts.
Yep.
That counts for sure.
No.
Now, Alexander, what kind of who do you coach? Are you coaching adults and children? Is it who's your
Yeah, get a plug out there. What you got going on?
So with the summer camp, it's mostly the younger kids.
Right. Okay. And how would a parent get a child who's whether in adaptive golf or maybe not in adaptive golf? How would that work in Georgia? Do you reach out to courses and try to find functions, or do you go to the Georgia Golf State Association site? How would you recommend someone coming down to Georgia or who's in Georgia to get into a tournament?
Honestly, if they're wanting to play adaptive golf, I honestly just tell them reach out to Dave.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's key.
Because,
Dave Windsor.
Yeah, because I mean, let's be realistic. These courses do not really like us adaptive golfers that much.
Why would you say that? What do you mean?
Just due to the fact that they want that, because like the courses that we play are really, they think they're pristine country clubs.
Right.
And they're far from it. Honestly.
But you don't tell them that.
They're still nice courses. Don't tell them that. They might watch it. They're still nice courses. Still appreciate their efforts. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, the course I grew up playing in New York, for one course, the initiation fee was $15,000.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a Don Ross design.
Oh.
Yeah.
But just the initiation. Wow. Yep. And then what were like the yearly dues? Probably around like same thing?
Yeah. All right.
That's an expensive first year. That's a very expensive first year. Holy smokes. Yeah. I want to get some sort of membership like that, but it's just not in my wheelhouse right now, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I went up, so I actually know the guys that work up there very well.
Okay.
And I went up there back in August to play with one of my best friends who is a member there. This is kind of funny because it's normally like, I want to say $150 per round.
Yeah.
For a guest. I was charged nothing.
There you go. Work those angles. I
texted head pro. I'm like, hey, I'm coming up. He was like, good. You're all set. I'm like, thank you.
That's awesome.
Good. That was nice of him to pay it back to you that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You kind of earned it already. You did pay it, and then you can give him some plugs and talk nice about him and stuff.
Oh yeah. And I actually played high school golf at that course too.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that you know all the members bounces, all the areas that to hit, whether it's the grass is brown. I learned that really quick coming down to Georgia. When the grass is brown, the members bounces are key. Knowing exactly where to hit it, so it runs down this hill and it doesn't go over here; it ends up right here. Yeah, very cool. That's a lot of fun. Golf can. Yeah, it can get a little expensive, but for those out there, you don't have to go that way. There are lots of different ways. Alexander was talking about one of them, hitting balls at home against a net. Tony Finau, I think the way him and his brother started playing golf was basically in the garage. They put up some moving blankets, and they were just hitting into the moving blanket. And then their dad would take them out on the course, I think once a week, or maybe to the driving range once a week, because they couldn't really afford it. And it just kept going from there. And that's the way he took off. You know what I mean? So there's many routes to get into golf. If you wanted to go all the way, you know what I mean? Like Alexander's doing with adaptive, but there's lots of things you can do individually. You know, I think sometimes you don't always have to play 18. I think sometimes people feel a lot of pressure, or maybe, I don't know, I do most of the time. I need to play 18 if I'm going to play golf. You know what I mean? But why not play 9 and then just get out there and get the time in anyways? So
Correct.
yeah, and just Dennis plays with a group of veterans, and you know that's how he gets involved in St. Louis and all that kind of good stuff. That's the
the adaptive golf is connected to it. I know that the VA Hope program sends a lot of the service members through the adaptive golf clinic. You know, service members that have lost limbs or have been injured. And that's how I found out about it. And then sort of even brought me down to Georgia to begin with.
Nice.
Actually, not really even knowing that much about it until I got there. I thought it was mostly for just the military. I was so happy to hear that it was opened up to more, because why not use those resources to help everybody that needs that help and that resource, and that, because what you're the benefits that you're reaping out of this is noticeable. I mean, I can see on your face just talking to you right now. I saw it that day when I met you. You know, you're immersed in it. You love it. You have this joyful grin on your face the whole time you're doing it. It's infectious, you know? And,
you look
but it's
very,
yeah. That's how I even got to
in the
meet
moment.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look very in the moment. You know, I'm usually thinking about what happened before I got to the golf course and what's going to happen afterwards and all this kind of stuff. But you're just there, and that's what people strive for most of the time. It's just being there, being present, take the breath, play with the ball, relax.
Well, I think that's what we need to remind ourselves of it more often. It is just a game. We're supposed to be having fun out there. Let's just try to enjoy everything you can, even the bad ones. Slap them off a little bit.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and Alexander.
It's easier said than done. Trust me. I'm preaching to the choir here, and I'm trying to practice what I preach, but it's tough. It's not easy.
Yes, it is. I agree.
Now, Alexander, I've heard this from David before. I want to see your take on it. He explained to me, it doesn't matter what your golf swing looks like, just as long as you can do it consistently.
Exactly.
Okay, so you agree with that? Because I think sometimes people get a little twisted in their mind. Oh, I got to look exactly like the pros do on TV and all that kind of stuff. But the truth is, like, go out there, play your game, and just have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
Man, I need to be
taking
this advice.
Try to coach me and correct me is because I don't have a very good swing, and it keeps slicing and keeps slicing. Then that's why people keep saying, "No, get that face down," and then I get the face down, and it finally starts working.
Yeah, it's like when I
that's what I get for listening.
When I help with the summer camps, they all the kids love me because I don't try and make their swings like the pros, like the other pros do.
Right.
I just look at what they have and I work with what they have.
Yeah.
Okay, good idea.
That's exactly what I was looking for. You look for what they have and then you work with that.
Yep.
Yes. Beautiful. That's exactly what I was thinking. You're so smart. All right. So what's the next move for you in golf? Are you going to be playing around the Atlanta area this summer? And are you going to be practicing for something to come? Are you interested in getting in tournaments, or what's going on with that?
Honestly, right now I'm just practicing, preparing for the Georgia Adaptive.
Okay. And when is that?
That's September 17th through 20th.
All right. So, Dennis, that might be a time you should consider coming down.
Okay. The island.
We could go check out that the tournament and see all the different classes and run into Alexander. Now, we keep praising Alexander for his golf, but the truth is, one of the top things about Alexander is he's just a good individual.
Thank you.
He's easy to talk to. He's approachable. He approaches people who might need a little bit of help, all this kinds of stuff. He's just like a bright light running around on the course when he's out there. And I've only met you out there twice, but I can just see it. And you don't question. It's just you're what should I say?
Well, he's got this innocent charm about him. He hasn't let any of the negativity really keep him down. He's learned how to be positive and get through these adversities, both in real life and on the course. Yep. And I think what's the most important is whenever we get afraid of like approaching people, it's just a reflection of us inside anyway, right? Yes. We're scared of the unknown of what they could say or whatever. So we get a little apprehensive, and he doesn't have it. He doesn't have that filter. He's reflected as this actual, pure love type of feeling, and it's that's why we see it in his face and the glow about him. And that's just a reflection of his inner personality.
And is there anything you
I love it.
right.
Thank you, Jesus.
And do you plan do, do you plan to pursue golf into a professional avenue at any point, whether that means going out on the tour for a little bit or well, yeah, you're already working at a golf course.
Yep.
Is there more you want to do in working in golf
What's your
or in the
goals?
tournament?
What's your goals?
So,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
I would like to try and get certified as an adaptive coach.
That would be
Okay.
amazing.
I
Do
bet that's
that.
attainable
Like,
to you.
yeah. You know how many
I
people
believe
you would
can do
help?
that. You're already kind of doing it. Now you're just going to get it certified and get some clientele.
Yeah.
Imagine how many people you'd be able to help who think they can't do something, and you'll be like, why not? Watch me. You know, so I really see God working through you, putting you in places where you're going to be able to lift people up who other people couldn't affect as much. And I think that's going to be freaking awesome. And I hope you keep us along for the journey and we get to know what's kind of going along the way. Is there any times where you want anyone to reach out to you? Would you like us to give your contact information and put it in the bio? That way, if someone was interested in adaptive golf in the Georgia area, is it okay if they reach out to you?
That sounds great. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then we'll talk about it kind of offline, what kind of contact information, you know, that's personal and all that kind of stuff. But as long as it's okay with Alexander, I'm going to put that on here. And anyone who's out there thinking about joining adaptive golf or, you know, even a parent of a child.
Just some quick questions that you want to get through out of your head, just so you get that ball rolling in the right direction. That's one of the things we've learned about all these little troubles that we have in life. Once you get the ball rolling a little in the right direction, it can start to build momentum and get to where you need to be. So just a couple simple questions to you might get somebody all the help that they need.
Yeah, because I mean, I would like to actually talk to Dave about how to get certified because, like, I've been looking on PGA of America, looking at a regular certification, and there's one thing holding me back: the fact that I don't get 40 hours a week at the golf course.
Okay. I bet that could change. I bet that could change. I bet there'd be a way to sort that out. It would be in everyone's best interest too, because nothing's more powerful in starting an adaptive golf organization besides an adaptive golfer doing it.
Exactly.
So that makes total sense, and I'll pray on that for you.
And I was saying the guy who's actually helping coach me right now is also adaptive golf certified.
Okay, and what's his name?
Tony Fuentes.
Tony Fuentes. All right,
yeah,
gotcha.
He was a military He was a military veteran.
Okay, good deal.
I want to say he's 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have met him. You know, because when you go down to Bobby Jones.
He actually was in he was deployed in Iraq I forget which two, but in 2006 and 2012 were the two he was in the Army.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Dennis was in the Army too. He was a military police officer.
Okay.
So he made sure that the troops didn't get too rowdy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really funny. So unless, Alexander, you've got something burning in your mind that is there anything you'd want to say to anyone who might be like you, or any words of encouragement?
Even if they're not a golfer and they're kind of down on their luck today, give them a friendly word of encouragement.
I would just say do not let anything hold you back.
Okay.
Don't back down on anything hold you back.
Yep.
Including an arm not working the way the other one does. That's freaking amazing. There's one thing to talk about it. There's one thing to preach it. I watch all these motivational videos of these guys who are like, oh, you just got to pick up your stick and bear it, you know, and like all this kinds of stuff. And Alexander's like, dude, I'm playing golf over here.
Watch this.
Watch this. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, a couple years ago, I was playing at my home course down here now at Braylon.
Okay.
And I was coming off 18. I was playing 36. There was a brother, his sister, and two of her friends, and the brother came over. He was like, I'm trying to teach the girls how to play golf. If you want to go ahead of us. Playing the wives. They're like, aren't you going to put the other arm on the club? Dogleg right, par 5. I took it over the trees, made birdie, shot 77.
Dang. I got to play golf with you, Alexander. We'll sort it out.
As I was driving down the car path, I was just laughing. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Alexander is like a kind badass. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Have a good day. You know.
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah,
Mhm.
kill him with kindness.
I
Kill him with kindness and the ball. You know,
Yeah.
let the ball speak for itself. All right, buddy. Well, I am so grateful that you were able to come on here and share your story. We'll probably have you on again in the future.
Sounds
If
good.
we
Good seeing you again, Alexander.
You too?
Great seeing you. And if we can do anything for you in the meantime, you reach out, okay?
All right, sounds good.
We'll be cheering
All
you
right.
for you in September. Maybe we'll even be there.
Sounds good. I'll see you guys later.
All right, buddy.
All
Take
right.
care.
Peace out.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Wherever you're watching or listening from, make sure you hit like, subscribe, whatever you can do so we can reach more people. God bless. Have a great week.